Hey guys, welcome back to Tip Tuesday. My name is Matthew Sturkey. Thanks for joining us this week. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about tips for electrical rough-in consideration, and we talked specifically about the coordination with an electrician and our crew doing the rough-in scope of the log and timber shell and making sure that you have a general idea of where you want to put overhead ceiling fans and overhead lights for the roof system and the floor and the porch roof, as that needs to be coordinated in conjunction with our crew doing our log and timber scope. So what I want to do is dive a little bit deeper into that topic and share a few more tips, because I think what is important is making sure that not only you have a good idea of where you're going to put overhead lights, ceiling fans, and fixtures, but also that you have some kind of an idea of what your furniture layout is going to be. And I'm going to use this particular image, which is a great image. It's got a lot going on with electrical. I'm going to use this image as an illustration so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. If you decide that you're going to have a furniture layout in front of the fireplace and you're going to have a couple of couches and a couple of chairs, then you need to kind of decide based on that plan whether you're going to have that overhead light attached directly to the bottom of a truss, or in this case, the bottom of a collar tie from the truss, or if it's going to be in between those, and if it's going to have a long chain or a rod that's going to come down in between to lower that. So this particular overhead light is actually mounted to the bottom of our timber truss bottom cord, and it is actually centered over this living room furniture placement over the coffee table. So that's one consideration. Then you've got over to the left a chandelier over the dining area or the eating area, and this chandelier is attached to the ceiling between the trusses. So it's not attached to the bottom of the beam, it's actually attached to the bottom of the tongue and groove ceiling in between two of the trusses. And so this is placed specifically to line up with the furniture placement in the house. And then you would have the same over in a kitchen island. You might want that to be centered over the island, or you might want it to be in a certain location based on the design of the island. So I'm not necessarily saying you have to have every single piece of furniture nailed down as to where it's going to go, but at least the centerpieces that are going to relate to those overhead chandeliers and lights is really important to know, kind of a basic idea of what that furniture placement's going to be, so that you can know exactly where to put those when you're doing that rough in, whether it's going to be in a rafter or whether it's going to be in a tongue and groove ceiling or whether it's going to be in the bottom of a beam, as you see here. Another thing too that we have a lot of conversations with clients about is electrical rough-in with the switch plates and with receptacles. And in a chinked profile, you've got two options. You've got the option to use and to put it into a chink joint, as you can see here from this image once I blow it up. This is a switch box that is in the chink joint, and this is your switch plate. If you do the chink joint, obviously that serves as a pretty flexible electrical chase. Otherwise, you can put it into the log, which means that your electrician will have to router out a box for that switch box or receptacle to go into the log. That is certainly another option as well. With a log on log, you don't have an option there because it is a wood to wood. There is no chink joint, and you are going to route a box into the log regardless, because it is log on log with no chink joint. So be thinking about that too. Do I want the receptacle boxes and the switch boxes to go in a chink joint if I have a chink profile, or do I want them to be recessed into the log if I have a chink profile? So hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully these are things to take into consideration when you're talking about your electrical rough-in. The same would apply outside for porch roof ceilings, for overhead ceiling fans or overhead lights. Are they going to be centered up, or are they going to be evenly spaced along the porch, or is there going to be some outdoor porch furniture that you want the chandelier or the fan with a light kit to be centered over on the outside as well. So be thinking about those things through the design process before you ever really get into construction. Be thinking about it early and often. Be coordinating that with your electrician. If you need help with interior design, we have people that specialize in interior design that can help you kind of lay out furniture. If that's something that you're not good at and you need, we're here to help. We're here to provide the resources and to partner with you to help you through this process. So let us know how we can offer assistance along the way. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks for joining us this week for more Tip Tuesday. We look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, stay safe and healthy and take care.